And welcome back to an all-new edition of Sci-Fi Commentates MYM. I'm just trying a new intro, so let me know how that one goes. I actually watched this game before. I was going through the stream for today. Well, I guess I'll be posting this later, but I'm going for the stream on August 26th, and I was watching the games, and I was like really bored. Sorry. But this last game, I'm so glad I decided to watch it because you see some amazing plays. Nananea busts out, like, she just, like, turned around, got good, and bam. Okay, anyways, getting ahead of myself. So I decided to commentate this game. I took some notes, and I think I got a good commentary video. So I will be back when the game starts. Right, so as Nananea goes through the players of the game, just going to talk a little bit about this map in general, Unchained Fortress. There are, in my opinion, two ways to win Unchained Fortress. One of them, and this is probably the way almost everyone wins, is by controlling the middle. So if you look at the minimap, the map is almost a circle. Right, you have the outside lane, the tower lane, and that's rather isolated from the middle. The helm lanes go through the middle. The grill area is heavily contested by both teams. Both teams want to control the middle. Because controlling the middle means you control 2 of the 4 lanes. Really, you can control the inside and kind of control how the flow of the game. Now, that's one way to win. But there is another way, which is you completely ignore the middle and you just hammer the flank. You just attack tower. And we're going to kind of see in this game a little bit of both. The red team does a great job of attacking the outside lane and the outside lane only. Now granted, Nana's defenders are not great. They're new and coming back to the game after a long break, so a little rusty. But nevertheless, we're going to see that on the red side. And on the blue side, we're going to see some great teamwork for attack between the Blood Spike and the Ivy. That's really why I want to highlight it this game. Mob, close the door! Right, so teamwork. Oh, and just quickly, obviously the Smolder wasn't really trying to gank, just kind of goofing around. But this map is very susceptible to ganks because the attackers are so isolated. But anyways, enough about that. Right, in terms of the attack, you're going to see a lot of great support play between the two, a lot of synergy. And really taking advantage of the spells that they have. And so right off the bat, you hear Nana, she talked about, wow, she's commenting about how aggressive Furious is. This is how you need to play Blood Spike. He's very aggressive. Both defenders are rather low. And they actually managed to kill the Smolder. Of course, Smolder has ultimate. And Ivy bails. But I mean, they got the minions to the Guardian. Maybe they took a little bit too much damage. Furious, of course, dies. But you know what? That's kind of how you have to play. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And like I said, I've watched this game, so Nana's team does get crushed just because of the new defenders. But we're still going to see some great plays. Like this, for example. Now I've turned down my sound, but she hears the Midnight Cloak and she instinctually turns around and deactivates it. So that was a great play because that costs the Midnight Mana, that costs cooldown. In the grand scheme right here, probably not a big deal, but it's a good habit to have. She probably shouldn't have stayed so long and got back to the lane, but the idea was the same. Right there, do you see that? The root and then the immediate stunning execution. And remember, Smolder does not have the ultimate. Now, unfortunately, they were not able to get the kill, but clearly they were able to drive the defender back and get minions forward. Like, this is how the push works. And here we see the Midnight coming to help. And an amazing meat shield, but unfortunately Furious D just not able to take advantage of it. I mean, that was a Fantastic play. I mean, not only did she just block the attack, she actually blocked the Midnight from running. Like, there was actually a gap created. If Furious had a little bit more map awareness or a little bit more awareness of where his team was, he should have just ran and he would have made it. Whether or not he chose to run down the tower lane or jump down into the Helm lane. A little bit unfortunate, but great play by Nana. And so this is just the way I personally play ranged attackers, kind of support attackers. Because I'm just not that great with ranged support attackers. I usually like playing melee, I like getting down and dirty. But for me, I like to just focus the Guardian, like get the minions there and then just focus the Guardian. So, because, I mean, she doesn't do enough damage. She's not going to kill this, Cygnus by herself. I mean, the Cygnus is clearly aware of what he's doing. So you're not going to catch him off guard. Just focus the Guardian and get some damage in. But oh! The timing on that, beautiful. I mean, she saw the Midnight and then bam, instinctually hit the Ring of Last Stand. Like when I first saw that, I like crapped my pants. That was such an amazing play. Because I saw it in my head, I'm like, oh shit, Midnight. And then, boom, she hit the Ring of Last Stand right at the right moment. It was an amazing play. Unfortunately, I think she also thought it was an amazing play and got so overwhelmed that she forgot to, like, jump. Can't really blame her for that, but at the same time, you're not safe yet, Nana. You gotta keep playing. Because, I mean, like, what's better than one great play is two great plays. So, it's not over till it's over. Great play, but keep playing. But seriously, that was amazing timing. Like, that's how you should be using your gear. It should be second nature. A lot of people use Freedom Trinket incorrectly. They wait forever. A lot of people use the Last Stand. They do it too early. You gotta use your gear correctly, and that was a fantastic example of using the gear correctly.
Good job, Midnight. Good job, Midnight.
So as we can see here, look at the red team for a moment. Look at their tower lane. They're already pushing the third Guardian with a full wave, and they've killed the defender. But you look at the inside lane, they've only gotten one, and they're really not making too much progress. But doesn't really matter, because they're already here at the end. Now, again, they were taking advantage of a newer player, but this is a legitimate strategy to just ignore the middle and just focus the side.
There you go. One more good. Roundhouse. I don't know. It's not roundhouse.
And good job to Nana to helping her defense save the day for just a little bit longer. And coming up here, we're going to see a great teamwork effort by Furious D and Nana. So a huge whiff by Furious, but you know what? That's okay. I like it. Don't be afraid to use that. So the Smolders ran through, and looks like the Smolders running all the way around. So that's a free Guardian. And that's most of the wave still pushing through. And here we go. Boom, the stun, the root, the Midnight combo. Wow, everyone did something, right? We had the stun from the Blood Spike, we had the root from the Ivy, not at the same time, but as the stun was wearing off, and then Midnight, of course, just comes in and cleans up. But great use of teamwork. Like, that's how you should be attacking with your team. Blood Spike should always be stunning first, because his stun is only 13-second cooldown, and Ivy, with the root, you should always try and follow something up. I mean, you're the support class, so pay attention to what your team's doing, and support.
Will the ding stop, please?
Yes, they've stopped. The game loves you, Nana.
That's okay. We've got two.
Right, I mean, you rarely see the team win by pushing tower. Usually it's pushing Helm. But in this case, the tower was just so weak that they just stayed with it. And we're going to see another great example of teamwork right here. Root first, and then the stun.
Oh, great.
Boom. Look at that. No chance. Absolutely no chance. And I mean, it's not like Furious and Nana are in voice communication with each other. They're looking at what each other's doing and complimenting each other. Right? The first time Furious D stunned first, this time Nana stunned first, and each was aware to be able to do something and help their team. And this is great movement by Nana. Unfortunately, she did get ganked from behind. Another great use of the ring, but I liked how she was aggressive and stayed with it despite the midnight gank. She stayed with it and pushed forward because the blood spike can stun inside, and you can kind of turn the tables there. Don't be afraid just because the gank comes. You have to know where your strength lies and then where the enemy's strength is. And that's GG.
Oh, with the root and the save.
Oh, not quite. But yeah, basically it's GG. So from here, I think the blue team loses next wave.
Level up still.
But I think we kind of saw the teamwork,
Bad guys got into
a little bit of
very bad.
the strategy in terms of Unchained Fortress. I know a little bit skewed because of the new players, but still. And we saw some great use of gear. Just some all-around good play by Nana and Furious D, really. Great teamwork on this attack. If the defense was a little bit stronger, I think they would probably win this game. So, GG.
Ow, ow.
Yeah, nothing happens here, sorry. Okay, bye.